Hey, what's up guys? Finally, me starting to feel normal, believe it or not. The jet lag actually stayed much longer on this side when you come back than when I went the other side. Who knows? Um, but I want to talk to you guys about something that is going to help a lot of people, I believe, especially if you are outside of America and you are having trouble pitching SEO, right? And that is, I want to talk to you, I'm going to call it the headlines, SEO, PPL, lead generation. Okay, these are the headlines that we go, but try to not think of them as headlines and try to think of them as a pure the offer from the roofer's point of view while I'm saying these things, because these are headlines we give, and a lot of times people confuse these headings with each other, right? Especially these two, right? So I'm going to explain how one can truly leverage something like this, this understanding to their benefit and actually help people a lot more, their clients. All right. So usually my pitch is SEO, right? Whatever it is, I actually pitch them the SEO pitch, like, hey, I've done this for clients. I know what I'm doing. Look, these are the results we've been getting. I can do this for you too. Within about 3 to 4 months, you're going to be seeing some good results, and within 6 to 8 months, you're going to be pretty much dominating in your area, right? And that's like the entire angle I come from, right? But lately, especially because the results have been so good, like I'm talking really good, like the results I'm able to provide now is at the peak. Like I'm actually proud of it. We made our client that we got 2 months ago, we made him, once his website went live, not within the first day, basically this month we made him $18,000 already, and this month is not even close to being done, right? It's like halfway. We made him $18,000. Right, literally, like, recorded. We asked them how much was the price, and we said, like, hey, don't worry, we're not gonna use this to, like, put it on you. We just want to know what kind of, like, how to do things better and all that stuff. And they're like, yeah, that was a roof replacement job, and one was a garage roof. And just from those two, not counting the repair jobs, just from those two jobs, they made like pretty much $18,000, right? So anyways, that being said, where was I trying to get with that? Oh yeah, so now, understanding this and and seeing the whole scope of being able to give results, we were thinking like, okay, from now on, some of the pitches can be a little different. So we're kind of dabbling around, but what I want to show you guys is this understanding. All right, lead generation is like what Home Advisor does, right? Everybody knows that, right? They're a company that they're not trying to show you some holistic value. They sell leads. They try, but everybody knows what they do, and they go to them because they're gonna price your leads this much, and you're just gonna pay for the call. It's a commodity. Okay, it's a commodity. Lead generation is a commodity. It works for they're all models. They all work, right? It's just like which one makes sense for you, right? This is the ladder between sales. Here, you should be here if you're having trouble selling SEO. Like, if you're a beginner and you I don't know, like you just can't sell it, or you're not being able to follow through, or if you're outside of the country and maybe you don't, I don't know, you can't call, right? This is where you should be. This line, this side of the spectrum, right? It means that when you come in front of them, you're literally saying like, hey, you see in your area, when you type this in, I'm in the first place. You could have this. I'm gonna send these calls to you. Would you like to try? Okay, let me send some. Good? Okay, how much are you willing to pay? It's like as no-brainer as it gets, right? That's lead generation. But PPL is a little in the middle, and PPL is beautiful. PPL to me is literally the art of taking lead generation, but adding a bit more value to it on the side so you can charge maybe 2 times, 3 times the price. And this is where it gets really beautiful, because the sale is still way easier than SEO. Obviously a little harder than lead generation, but the reward can be actually more than SEO. So let me explain it. PPL, one of the main things you have to understand is you are not selling a commodity. You are marketing their company just like we would market an SEO company, right? When you sign your client up for PPL, right? Let's say I find a roofer in the middle of nowhere. He has a lot of reviews in Home Advisor, and he has a website that nobody comes to, right? And I'm like, hey, I can do this. And then I start showing them how I can do it, and like, I can do this for you with your website. All we need to do is put a tracking number. First thing, that's where a lot of SEOs get twisted, right? Because, by the way, let's take a step back. For SEO, right here, with that point, a lot of times you have websites that are the client's website with the client phone number that is not being tracked, and then their SEO is also doing AdWords on the side. Let's say for $1,000, you know, SEO is like 2,000, AdWords is 1,000. Now the guy's spending 3,000, but if he's not that good at AdWords, when the client looks at the holistically how much he's spending, 3,000, and he's getting like 5-6 calls, and they're not that good, he's gonna be pissed off. But the calls that the SEO was getting him to the website, maybe to the maps, some of them here and there, he never got to even track. Just a side note, so you understand this entire thing, because a lot of people miss this simple thing, right? You have to be tracking every call the client gets from online visibility. You get credit for in PPL, period. If it comes from a website, you get credit for it. If you can retarget it through Facebook and do that, you get credit for it. If he, whatever, you get it, like everything that happens on the web, on online, you get credit for it. If he does good work for a roof and he gets referred to somebody and they check him online and then call him, you get referred for it. Get it? You literally grow their business and you get paid for every call they get in. And that's why it's beautiful, because if you pick the right roofers, this is what really matters. You actually almost have to qualify the roofers to a greater extent, because, you know, it's not just somebody who's going to pay you money up front. It's somebody you know that they are serious about their business. This is not their side thing that the subcontractor their work. This is their dream. They're good at what they do. They have good reviews. They're whatever, man with integrity and all that shit. And they're going to go hard at closing sales on the phone and everything. And you can work with them to blow this up. So the sale will be, hey, I see that you are great at what you do. Let me help you market your business. And actually, I'll tell you a better pitch in the end. But basically, it's going to be, let me help you market your business. I'm actually not going to charge you anything whatsoever. You only pay me once you start getting results. Boom. Easy sale, right? You only pay me once you start getting results. Then once he signs up, you put a tracking number on his website. Do everything, put conversion, optimization, all that shit. Everything you would do as if you are a roofer, right? All the best things you can possibly do. And then you price it. I mean, obviously price it first, but you price it. If lead generation was going to be, I don't know, 50, 60 bucks a call, maybe you can price it here more like 80, 100, 120 bucks a call, because you are not charging him anything up front. He's only going to pay you per qualified call once they start coming in, right? And you can explain to them, this is your asset, we're growing. You're not putting any money up. There's no risk to you. So I'm taking all the risk. I'm doing all the marketing. But once it starts coming up, this is the price you're going to have to work with. And they will close. Boom. So hope you got something out of that. This is, I think, you know, a lot of people miss this concept up. So to wrap up the video, let me give you a good angle to come from. And that would be to go for the SEO pitch. Now, you have to be careful. You don't want to go right for the SEO pitch in the beginning. Let's say you're doing cold email or something like that, because people will just not reply. But let's say you talk to them from a lead generation point of view, like, hey, I'm able to generate calls, you know, stuff like that. Would you like to try out some calls? Whatever. Get their attention. Maybe you're going to actually use AdWords to send them a few calls to show them you know what you're doing. I don't know what you're going to do, right? But my point is, you can send an email with lead generation or not, but fuck, man, I'm gonna ruin this video right in the end. Hear this out. Basically, you can go with the SEO sale, saying that, hey, pay me $2,000 per month for 6 months, and you're gonna, you know, get results. And you can almost expect them to say no. They're gonna say no because they don't want to take that much risk, right? They're gonna be in the negative for $12,000 before they start getting any results. And then down close them on saying like, all right, let's do this then. Since I know you're a good roofer and you're going to do everything you can to answer the calls on time and everything, and I would like to grow with you, how about I put up all the money? I'm going to do everything in your business, everything we just talked about for SEO here, with the review generation, with the the conversion rate optimization, the Facebook retargeting, the website, the rankings, the everything I do to get you on the maps and everything, all that stuff, I'm going to do it myself and put my effort and money into it. But once it starts ranking, we are going to have a price of $125 per call. And yeah, that's pretty much, that's the pitch. Be creative with it. It's going to be a lot easier to close. And then eventually, when you are successful, when you do get them in the maps and everything is working properly, then you'll be able to easily pass $1,000 a month, right? That takes literally 10 calls. 10 calls for the month using maps and everything you have to reach 1,000. I mean, like it's what is, Joe Torres said this a long time ago. He's like, I realized with PPL that why would I be charging them $1,000 a month when I'm already passing 3K per client every single month and they don't even bug me. It was exactly said in one sentence, because if you're giving that result with SEO, a lot of times they will still bug you like, what's working out? But with PPL, they know they're only getting charged when they get calls and they know their numbers and they will stay with you forever, right? So anyways, I'll leave it at that. Let me see if I missed anything. No, I'll leave it at that. Peace.